Hey, all right. We've been trying to find a name for this podcast, and we've been stuck on the inner voice.
Nah.
Don't say Don't say nah like it's not a fire name. This guy's crazy. Promise you. I mean, that's matter of fact, that's the name. No.
Never mind what I was gonna say.
All right, so that was kind of our mid-season replacement. Today, I'm here to announce the new official name for the podcast. This is officially a spot on the internet where men can chill. That is why we're naming this show MOI. Men on the internet.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is barbershop talk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is Uncle on the Grill talk. This is Jesus Sandals talk.
Jesus Sandals.
This is Skechers with the with New Balance, with socks that go to your freaking calves.
Yeah.
This is Men on the Internet.
Yeah, man. Coronas and barbecue.
Don't say Coronas, right?
Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Modelo
it's
House,
Modelo and tequila.
Okay,
That's it.
got
You
you.
just described a barbecue at my uncle's house.
yeah. This is strictly men of Southern America.
Yes.
Got you.
All right, so for those who don't know, we're gonna change our name on everything. But before we get into that, we might as well introduce ourselves once again. Lastly, to you. So my name is Kelby. I'm a man on the internet. Over there, we have
Sunil. Also a man on the internet.
on the internet. And behind the boards, who will eventually show his face, I'm going to introduce
The wizard.
Go ahead.
the chief in charge of immigration.
Ooh.
Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me. Hold on.
The head of our Univision.
Yeah, your Telemundo.
Behind the switcherboard, we have American first name Chris.
That's the name I had to change it to.
Yes, it started off as Juan.
Juan Diego Villalobos.
Oh, you actually are saying that pretty good.
What?
Those
Spanish
names.
Yeah. They're all of my family, so. Pretty easy to pronounce.
Whoop. You know, when I met you, you didn't speak Spanish very well.
I spoke half Spanish.
Yeah, Spanglish.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie?
I love that movie.
Yeah, I bet you do. All right, so that's Chris. And we are Men on the Internet. Okay, so are we doing anything for ladies?
Yeah, we're here.
There's that.
And
You guys-
that was the last of me.
Yeah, that's it. You can watch, I guess. But
No, it's not just for men. It's that we are men on the internet.
The eye candy.
Okay.
We the eye candy.
you're putting a lot on me.
Put that on me.
All right, so on this podcast, we're going to talk about things that men talk about. Sunil's big in sports.
Nice.
Sunil's big in sports. I'm big in media,
Entrepreneurism.
entrepreneurism, big money, Dogecoin to the moon.
Let's
huh?
go.
Let's talk about that.
Huh? We're going to get to that. And then Chris over there, he's in
I'm
charge
just big.
of, well, that's one of the comments that we have received.
Yeah, well, it's not the first time.
I don't tell Chris that he's big anymore.
No, I do it for you.
This sounds like a moment that you guys need to
No.
get through.
It's just reality.
Oh, okay.
That's
No,
all it is.
it's funny. What I used to do, I never told Chris he's big. I would just take pictures of him smaller and just be like, yo, remember this?
Wow, toxic,
That's
but
you
effective.
didn't do that on purpose, dummy.
I what?
You didn't do that on purpose. You just took pictures of me.
Yeah.
Wow, this is sounding really weird at the moment.
Yeah, well, you know,
Well, that's what we are. Weird.
you can't get naked in front of your friends.
Whoa!
What can you do?
And now, great segue into Jamie Foxx.
Wait, before we go to Jamie Foxx, let's get on Dogecoin real quick.
Gotcha.
All right, so I was scrolling on the internet the other day, and I saw this lovely young lady, just lovely, and she was talking that talk. I'm about to get rich. Y'all not on my level. I don't date broke men.
Whoa.
I don't date brokies. Y'all can't even build a house, but you're asking me to make a meal? I have a portfolio, she said. And then on the next slide, she showed that she bought $100 of Dogecoin at 30 cents.
Wow.
At 30 cents.
At 30 cents.
What the hell?
So, predictions. Can Dogecoin hit like $3?
Yes.
Why do you say that? Because Elon Musk ain't gonna be typing on Twitter all the time.
Yeah, he won't carry it, but and now that it's gotten over 10 cents, it's kind of just ebbing and flowing on its own.
I don't think so, because that big jump, like last week, it went from 7 cents or something like that to 13 cents.
Yeah, and then as of late, it's jumped, but
Because that's Elon Musk tweeted about it twice, 2 or 3 times. Yeah,
right on.
I saw that.
I think I think if it goes up too fast, it's gonna crash just as fast. But I think if we go steadily up like it is currently,
But how steady is steady? Because I texted you one day. I actually don't know if you knew, but I saw it at 13, and I was like, "Hey, go look at Dogecoin." Now I don't have Dogecoin. Like I just got the information, and I know Cross got Dogecoin.
yeah,
So I was like, "Go look at that," and I think you were actually surprised, right?
yeah. I was like, what the heck? And then right now it's 34 cents,
Yeah.
and I bought it when it was not even a cent. It was 0.007 and some change.
So you see, all right. So, then the very next day, I talked to Sam. I was like, "Hey Sam, should I buy some Doge?" He was like, "Nah, it's about to go down." The next day, it hit 32 cents.
That's the last time you take advice from Sam.
Sam has money in Dogecoin, like good money in Dogecoin, and so I think that he was just hoarding the wealth
Probably.
because Sam is white.
Wow.
Ain't that a fact?
But that makes no sense because the more you bought, the more his price would go up.
Well, he was just hoarding it, just like the colonizers all did.
Wow.
So-
you gonna put that on Sam?
Yes.
Interesting.
Put a lot on Sam.
So I saw that. So your predictions, is Elon Musk going to tweet again next week?
I don't know if next week, but he might. I think it's gonna go up. It just
Let's see where it's at right now.
33.341.
I just don't
Damn.
understand these, like, I really don't understand crypto yet. I need to do more research on it. Like, I don't understand what makes it valuable. It's just like people getting behind it, right? So it's just like a popularity.
Well, it's just like a stock, wouldn't it?
Nah, but I mean, like, there's not
No.
a tangible, like, when a company's stock gets higher and stuff, it's because they made some kind of
Revenue.
yeah, or they created some new product that, is gonna sell, or they just made like they bought out another company and did a merger or something that adds value to that company. Like with Doge, it's just strictly like Elon, right? The more Elon tweets about it, people trust Elon. They think he's gonna be rich, so people buy it.
But in the
and
case
then
of like Bitcoin, Elon wasn't.
yeah, but
That's
Bitcoin's
Bitcoin.
different, right?
How is Bitcoin different?
So
the same
Bitcoin is more like Bitcoin is like a decentralized currency that is supposed to be like, it's kind of, Bitcoin can be used to purchase things. Like Bitcoin you could purchase Tesla with Bitcoin. You can get paid in Bitcoin. You could purchase different products in Bitcoin. So it's like another form of currency that isn't regulated by the government.
That's the same thing as Dogecoin.
But you can't buy anything in Dogecoin.
Probably not yet.
You have to put it into dollars and then buy it. So but but I don't know. I don't know enough about Doge to be like, if it has the same type of setup that Bitcoin does, to see if it's gonna.
I know nothing about it, but
I mean, I recognize it to be a cryptocurrency. So
Yeah, but
when
there's
I hear
so
the
many,
word,
right?
yeah, there's a bajillion cryptocurrency. Little Yachty has a cryptocurrency. So if it's a cryptocurrency, I just break the words apart and just, okay, currency. So it is a form of money. And maybe Doge is not at the point of Bitcoin where you can purchase things yet, but Bitcoin was not there 10 years ago.
True.
So it's probably just at that point of like, just like pie, it's at that point of like, just
Pie.
invest in us. And then once we have the
Heck
money or
yeah.
whatever we do, boom, we'll make it happen. So
Picoin.
should
Get
I
into it.
invest into XRP?
I don't even know what XRP is.
is that like the MSRP on a car?
No, Ripple. Remember I told you guys about Ripple
Ripple.
months ago?
Yeah, but you couldn't even explain it to us, so
It's crypto.
I don't know if that counts.
No, I told you
If
crypto.
you want to invest in something can't explain, go for it.
Chris, did you invest in Dogecoin?
I sure did.
What's Dogecoin?
It's obviously a cryptocurrency. Stupid. Next question. Next question.
Hey man, I just don't know if this is like if Dogecoin is sustainable or if it's just like people getting excited right now, so it's hot, and then if it
Probably
doesn't
is.
if it doesn't turn into something, then people will lose interest in it and move to the next thing that Elon tweets about or some insert influencer starts tweeting about.
Well, I mean, it is a viable path to make money, right? So long as you got in at the right time, you have some luck, so on and so forth.
Right.
So it's valuable, just like worthless NFTs are valuable. Because like an NFT is a print of something on your screen. I still can't piece together why that means anything.
But isn't like a stock? I'm only basing this on movies, obviously. That's my only training in
Okay.
stocks. Isn't a stock your money's not real until you pull it out?
Okay, that's not true. Sort of. I think here's the real issue with crypto, comparing it to stocks, so on and so forth. So a stock, let's start at that. What is it? It's a piece of ownership into a company. You've given them your money. They are taking it. They are creating something in that you believe in, and they are selling it. And because they've sold whatever it is that you helped fund with your money, they are providing you a return on your investment. Now, a couple of things. A stock can give you dividend payments, which means that every X amount of time, so long as the company is doing good, or if it's just a part of their ordeal, they can pay you dividend payments because the company is doing well, right? And a stock has what they call intrinsic value. So when it's on the market, you're buying a stock hopefully underneath its intrinsic value, or if it explodes and the price of the stock goes up, eventually the market will correct itself and then it will go back to its intrinsic value. So if we're comparing it to cryptocurrency, crypto is not you investing in anything, at least not something that is creating something. And then stock, I tried to ask Redmond this the other day. Stock doesn't have an intrinsic value because you're not basing it off of anything. You can't say, well, the number of the stock is inflated right now because everybody's buying, or it's below, it's at a discount, so ultimately, what is it fluctuating on? Oh, people purchasing and selling. So we are literally just suing with cryptocurrency, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, so long as everybody keeps putting money into this, it will be valuable. But if everybody says, nah, I'm good, versus a company, a company could produce enough profits. Now, this is like next level, but they could produce enough profits where if everybody took their money out, they could still have money in the company maybe they'd have to downsize, but the company would not. It wouldn't automatically mean that the company would die out. So that's where I'm like, you can purchase cryptocurrency like a stock. You can view it moving up and down numerically like a stock, but it's not really like a stock.
Yeah, it's a currency, so it's kind of like how, like the peso is valued based off of the dollar, right?
That's
So like,
racist. No, it's called,
or
Chris, tell him it's
the
racist.
rupee,
Go
to keep
ahead,
in my
continue.
country,
I'll
the
allow
rupee,
it.
like, so it's just so that's why I always get confused about cryptocurrency. So right now, what Bitcoin at, like 40 something thousand?
Yeah, Bitcoin's like
It went down. It dipped. Big dip.
But it's still right, like 30, 40 something thousand.
Let's see. Because if it really went down that low, I'm be sick to my stomach. I got $17 in it. All right. Bitcoin is at 56,224.
Yeah,
Wow.
so that means one Bitcoin is worth $56,000.
Yeah.
So that sounds kind of like hard to wrap your mind around. Think about if like the euro was worth $56,000. So like a person in Europe gets paid $1,000 a week. They're really getting paid, what is that? 5.6 million per week. So
the crazy thing is too about Bitcoin is that it has this finite number versus like American dollar. It could just go on and on and on and on and on, right? So Bitcoin is only 21,000 Bitcoin. So that, I think that's what holds its value. But the issue I have a problem wrapping my head around is this is all on the internet.
right.
They could just, and then there's people saying that they're mining Bitcoin, and it's like, well, I don't know what that means. I'm trying to figure it out. But when you say mining, people are saying it's the cost per transaction. You're taking a cost from it. And it's like, boy, just give me a couple of dollars. That's all I really
Hey, you know
need.
who was big into Bitcoin? Ben Askren.
Boy.
And you know who also
Who
took
is-
a dip like Bitcoin last night?
Okay.
Ben Askren.
Before we get into this, let's just wrap up this conversation. Dogecoin to the moon.
Dogecoin to the moon.
You about to make a lot of that $5 you put in.
I put
Child.
$50. I'm up 2,100.
It's not bad. Imagine if you had put like $1,000.
$1,000.
That's gonna be like everything. Don't even think like that. Man.
Hindsight's 2020.
No, I mean,
Imagine if you put $10,000.
Yeah.
well, what if you did put 10,000? Are you gonna put more in?
No. Just gonna sit and watch.
Okay. All right. So I need some explanation. Who the hell is Ben Asgard?
Askren, first of all.
Okay.
All right, so last night there was
Affleck.
an epic event
Okay.
on Triller Fight Club,
Or on the bootleg link if you're
right? Triller Fight Club, run by Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Right, they put together what could only be described as the craziest event ever in combat history, I would say.
Okay.
So, anyways, the fight is Jake Paul, who, obviously is, YouTube creator, content creator, turn, boxer now, versus Ben Askren. Ben Askren is a former collegiate wrestler. He's multiple NCAA champion.
Really?
Really, really good wrestler, Olympic wrestler.
Wow.
And then he switched to MMA, and he was champ in Bellator, champ at one championship in Singapore, and then he came to the UFC and didn't do too well. But he's well renowned as a good MMA fighter, great MMA fighter, champion in multiple organizations. He's been retired for the last year and a half.
How old is this guy? He looks like
36, 37.
Really?
Yeah.
He looks like a kid.
Yeah, he is, youthful personality. But just had hip surgery.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so he was looking for a way to get back into shape. The Jake Paul fight ended up like crossing his, his forefront. He got the opportunity to do that. I think he got paid like $1 million. So
bad.
to
Not
get
a
into
bad way to
shape,
make-
and
Make a couple dollars.
but he's a really good trash talker, and so it was good to sell the fight. Obviously, Jake Paul, knocked him out within the first round, and that was that. However,
wait. Explain to me how Jake Paul knocked Ben Askren out.
Ben Askren, I mean, Jake Paul. People want to say that Jake Paul is just like a YouTuber and he doesn't have skills. I mean, you could tell that this guy has dedicated his life to boxing. He definitely has skill. He set it up really nice. Like, he was doing like jabs to the gut. Ben Askren did not look like a world-renowned athlete. He was, he looked like a total dad bod. He was fighting. He usually fights in MMA at around 170. This fight, he was 191. So he's 20 pounds over.
Let me go see Ben.
Definitely looked like a marshmallow. But yeah, I mean, he dropped his left hand. Jake Paul has this great overhand right, knocked him out in the first round, and that was that. But that's not what was the headline. That's not what this event was about. Have you ever been? Have you ever been to a concert?
Hold on. I'm looking at Ben Ask right now, and a picture of Chuck Liddell came up. So let me paint you the picture real
Probably
quick.
spelled it wrong.
I spelled it Chuck.
You spelled it Asgard. Watch.
Yeah. All right. So I was sitting on the couch last night. I was knee deep in a Truly.
Wow. Those are still there?
Yeah. I still got a little headache from it, matter of fact. Pull up on Twitter. And I say, yo, how much is the Triller? Cost more than $0, I found out. So I get on the Reddit. Boop, boop, boop. Pop-ups like crazy. So I get on...
Oh, he does look like Chuck Liddell.
No, he doesn't.
You tell me that's not Chuck Liddell?
That's Chuck
Wow.
That's
You
Chuck
think
Asgard.
every white person looks like each other?
Yes.
Oh, they deserve it.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
All right, so I opened up the app, and I didn't realize what time it was. The moment I got the link and it worked, I said, I saw Ben Askren, head bouncing off the ground.
Askren.
He was just... Referee said, yo, buddy, can you get back up? He said... And I said, it's over. The referee brought him back up, started tapping his gloves. And I saw Ben Askren say, yo, what day is it? The referee was like, you gotta go.
Clearly are watching anything like, yo, this story is like, what is going on right now?
You gotta close the fight. I saw Jake Paul all excited. I saw
Oh
Peter
my
Davidson
God.
on the side smoking weed with Snoopy.
Yes.
And I was like, what the hell happened? Was this fight 2 minutes long?
Yes.
And it was. That's when I said, that boy, Jake Paul, Logan Paul's rib, has skill. Now, did I see him execute skill? No. Not like to the grandest level. However, when he boop, boop, Ben down to the ground, his head was bouncing. I said, wait a second here. I see what they're doing.
What are they doing?
They're creating the new star. The hole is open, Chris.
I'm listening.
The hole is open.
I don't want to talk about your open holes.
Floyd's out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's sort of out. And I saw Jake post the fight, and he tagged Floyd.
Yeah, because Floyd's supposed to be fighting Logan.
Yeah, I seen it. And so when he did that, they're creating a new star. The stars are created by the people who finish fights fast. Not in MMA.
True.
In boxing, people like a longer fight. But
No.
now,
I think it's the same in boxing.
when he's coming out explosive and he's creating these viral moments, the bag gets bigger,
Sure.
Chris. So when I saw Benny just boop boop right up on out of that ring. I said, yeah, I see what's happening here.
Yeah, but I wish you watched the event because that's not at all what I was trying to talk about.
I know that's what I know. I'm going to bring it to that, but I wanted to make sure people recognize that Jake Paul, amidst sexual allegations.
Wow, you had to bring those up, huh?
I did, because last time he beat a black man. So come on.
He can't get no bail. This time he went just to white on white crime, white on white violence.
Well, when they do it to
and
each
he's
other,
still bringing it up.
It's fine. Okay. Amidst allegations, he went out there and did what he had to do.
It gets even deeper. His security guard had passed away 10 days before too.
What?
Yeah.
From what?
Some kind of health issue. I don't know. But yeah, so he was Jake Paul. For all of, I mean, he definitely knows how to finesse the media, finesse people. Because think about it, like he's getting paid multiple millions for this fight. It's his third professional boxing fight.
Who was the first one?
First one was against some YouTuber. I don't know the person's name.
Oh, KSI.
No. KSI is Logan. Yeah,
The other guy. Okay.
some guy
Yes.
that wasn't even a boxer, but they both were considered professional boxers. Nate Robinson, they both got professional licenses, even though Nate Robinson had never boxed before.
Nah, he was practicing.
Okay, he was like LA Fitness boxer.
Yes.
And then but it counts as a professional win. And Ben Askren, who isn't known as a striker, like terrible striker, probably did boxing, he, like had a few months of boxing experience, but was a fighter, so he gets some credibility because Ben Askren was a fighter, only been knocked out once in his whole career, and that was by a flying knee by Masvidal. And Jake Paul knocks him out in the first round. So I put this on Twitter. I said Jake Paul deserves his flowers. Like everybody wants to talk mess about Jake Paul, but if you look at it just from a marketing scheme, as far as just his ability to put himself out, because he could have easily lost and the hype train would be over and it'd be hard for him to set up the next fight, but he keeps knocking these dudes out in the first couple of rounds, and that takes skill. I mean, we watch plenty of boxing matches where people aren't knocking people out. He's knocking these guys out. He's getting people excited to pay. He's getting people interested in this, and even though he's not necessarily fighting anybody that like should put him in this context of like he's a great boxer, because he's not actually fighting boxers, he's making more money than 90% of the boxers out there.
So why doesn't he just go fight a boxer just to legitimize himself?
Because why?
He's not there yet?
He can't be there yet because he's never fought a boxer, so he probably won't fight a boxer for another few years. But he said it the best. When Floyd Mayweather fought his third professional fight, he got paid $7,000. Jake Paul is getting multiple millions of dollars, and this is his third professional fight. So if you're gonna do it, like, does authenticity matter when you're getting the bag?
Hey, listen, me as a full-on, beautiful, capitalist-loving man, collect the bag.
Haha, multiple bags, bro.
Collect the bag. Because ultimately, people like a good fight, but they also like a great story.
True.
And so when the story is YouTuber boy is out and about beating people up, oh, that's interesting.
Yes. And the heel always gets more money than the hero.
Absolutely. And he's good at that trash talking.
Yes.
I mean, he's not great, but he's very good at it, and he's going to get better. And that's what sells the fights.
I don't know if he's good at trash talking, but he's good at being hated.
Yeah, I
Because when
put
he
it all
was
into
trash
one.
talking, it's actually like schoolyard 7th grade type of trash talking.
Hey, but he's
not
13.
good, but
You doo-doo head.
yes, pretty much. I think he might have said that, but
Out here with cooties.
yeah, yeah. I'm rubber, you are glue. Like, but he's good at getting everybody to hate him. Right? All of MMA is hating on because he just beat up an MMA fighter. So now he's gonna go around talking about like how much better he is than MMA fighters. All of boxing hates him because he keeps saying I'm an elite boxer. and I'm 3-0 and I'm knocked out 3 people. So boxers are like, wow, when are you gonna fight a boxer? And so he doesn't even have to. He's waiting. He's basically waiting. He gets to pick his next fight. Who is somebody that he feels like he could be competitive against, that has the type of following that could get people interested in it. So, and they're all coming to him because he's the money fight.
So I recognize Floyd was supposed to fight this dude.
His brother.
No. Floyd thought Jake was his brother.
No, I think it's the opposite way. I think he ended up taking the fight with Logan, thinking Jake was Logan.
Oh, and they kind of hate each other.
The brothers?
Who?
Floyd and Jake.
Well, yeah, Jake's the heel.
But like Floyd really doesn't like Jake.
Probably.
I've seen him post
because
things.
Jake, like I said, is going out. He just said in his recent press conference, he's an elite level boxer.
Hey man, if you could say it, say it.
And he is saying it, and that's why I think. And
You have the physical ability to
To
say
speak, to say it. I don't have a problem with that.
the reason
Say
why,
it.
the reason why I think Floyd, because this fight with Logan came out of nowhere, and I guess it was like Logan's people got it and Floyd went, but I think Floyd thought it was Jake.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Because the fight, they had a date, and then Floyd said, "Now we got to push it," and
Yeah,
now
'cause he
there's no
thought-
date.
But the biggest draw is Jake
Jake, yeah, because
as of late, because I haven't seen Logan fight anybody since those 2 YouTube fights.
yeah, with KSI.
So what? But Logan, I think, got hands too, though.
Logan, but Jake's a better boxer.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, Jake was the undercard in those YouTube fights.
Yes.
And Logan is more famous,
Yeah.
but Jake is more famous now.
Jake is getting there. I don't know who's
Damn.
more famous, but they're in 2 different lanes. You know what I mean? Like,
Really?
Jake is doing this whole sports thing like for real. Logan is more entertainment, right? Logan has the YouTube channel.
Nah,
he
have
has
you not
one of the
seen him
most
in-
popular podcasts. He's
What
doing
podcast?
movies. He has his own podcast.
What's it called?
Impulsive.
All right, we're gonna pass on that. But the Snapchat show where they were showing Logan preparing to box. You never seen that?
I don't have.
That's when oh, okay. I'm getting a little old. But I saw him on a Snapchat show and he was going, oh
Yeah, he was helping Jake train.
them boys look good.
Yeah,
They're really ugly, like in the face, but
I think they're beautiful men.
no, Logan has a weird face. He has like this boxing.
Hey, and I have nothing but respect for those guys because they basically created nothing into something, and now they're like multiple, like they're doing YouTubing and they're doing like influencer so much better than most influencers. Like the amount of bags that they've created, like the taking YouTube and turning it into like a subscription based service and all the merch, and then just having like 7, 8, 9 streams of income. Like
They're nuts.
they're like scandal proof at this point.
I don't know about that.
I mean, look at what just happened.
Wasn't big enough.
I mean, you saw the Logan Paul scandal with the where he got like demonetized from YouTube because of the whole like suicide thing.
I did see that.
Yeah, but look at how much he's thriving now. Like they're scandal proof, bro.
Nah, they're not. Nobody's scandal proof. If they got Bill Cosby out of here, they could get
Look, first of all,
evil white
Bill
boys out of here.
Bill Cosby was trying to make
I
2
like how you
big
say
moves.
evil white boys.
But anyways, what I really wanted to talk about before we go down the rabbit hole with the conspiracy theories. Yo, but you didn't see any of the event?
I seen clips where Peter Davidson was talking this weird stuff behind.
Chris,
the
did you
scenes.
see any? Have you looked? Have you heard any of the Twitter talk and all this kind of stuff? Nope. All right, so let me tell you what I ventured into. So first of all, I started watching. There's like neon lights all through this thing. Do you remember back in the day, like MTV Music Awards? like how they had like the setup and all that kind of stuff with all the lights and the performances and all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
You remember what I'm talking about? So that's the vibe that we're having.
Okay.
Okay. So Too Short starts performing.
Good guy right there. Good American man.
What's my favorite word? Biatch. There's this fine woman twerking right next to him in see-through clothing.
Oh, okay.
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 Then right after Too Short comes Ice Cube.
Good guy right
He
there.
starts performing.
Great guy. Love 21 Jump Street.
Then he's out here singing "We Be Clubbing," all the joints, all the hits.
All the joints, the hits.
Then
This
Snoop
is
Dogg.
mature. This is mature TV right now.
Then Snoop, and remember, Jake Paul's average fan is about 13, 14 years old. But anyways,
Okay.
they
They don't got pay-per-view money though. I'll tell you that.
Then comes Snoop Dogg. He starts performing. Then E40, right? And supposedly this is a boxing card, right?
Yeah.
But this is just a West Coast Legends concert.
Beautiful.
So the concert ends, and guess what it goes into? Pete Davidson and Ric Flair
Hey. Woo.
hosting a slapboxing competition.
What?
I am not lying when I say
dealing.
when I say all of a sudden there's a cage and Ric Flair is just like, woo! He sexually harasses a young lady.
What?
Yeah, like verbally. And then like gets into this cage and he's just like wooing, and like Pete Davis is like, he literally says, what am I doing with my life that I'm here right now? And it's two big dudes that are doing a slapboxing competition. Literally. And this is what Ric Flair, they're going like this. Ric Flair's going 1, 2, 3, and they slap, and then Ric Flair goes, woo!
This sounds amazing.
So then one guy gets knocked out, and then it goes to Doja Cat.
Let's just pause right there. Chris, how you like Doja Cat?
I like Doja Cat. She's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it goes to a Doja Cat concert.
Okay. I like Doja Cat a little bit.
And then from Doja Cat,
Doja Cat got that thing going.
from Doja Cat, it goes to Major Lasers with Guayna.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right. Then from that,
Boy, you memorize this.
I'm telling you, like, when we were confused, like, all the internet was confused as far as what we were watching. Like, I've never been on psychedelic drugs, but I could only imagine this is what it would feel like to be on psychedelic drugs.
Let me ask you this question, and this is important. How much you pay for this?
I refuse to answer that question.
I'm not
got
at
it.
liberty.
So I plead the
Okay, got it.
fifth.
Okay, got
So,
it. All right, got it. Snoop, get him.
So then they finally put on, like, it's a boxing fight between a boxer and another MMA fighter. Okay, fight went all 6 rounds. It was like whatever, but what makes it great is, so clearly Snoop Dogg loves weed, right?
Okay.
And all of these announcers been around Snoop Dogg, all this kind of stuff. So everybody is drinking, smoke, like, or secondhand smoking. So everybody's high on this cat, and you could tell it's people that haven't been high before. And so they're announcing this fight, and there's this dude. Do you know who Oscar De La Hoya is?
Yeah.
Okay, Oscar
Was he in
De
a
La
dress?
Hoya is wasted.
I'm sure it's not his first time.
No, yeah, but it's his first time on camera to the point that he's like, he's belligerent. I think at one point he said something about something that was like borderline, I take it up the ass type of comment that he said.
Chris, what do you have to say about your brethren?
Listen, man.
We seen him in that dress.
Oscar De La Hoya?
Yeah.
He's about to come back and fight too on Triller.
Yeah, he is. I don't want to say he's broke, but
No. Dana White said cocaine is a very expensive drug. But anyways, that's here no there. And then this fight goes into some other musical performance, and then there's another boxing fight, and then the guy gets like he fakes a low blow and then gets carried off on a stretcher, and the whole replay, these are actual two boxers, and the replay shows that he didn't get hit where he's saying he got hit.
Oh, okay.
So that's the second fight.
None of this was on the internet for me.
No. Then Justin Bieber concert.
Okay.
So Justin Bieber's performing, but his voice cracks.
Oh.
And he's singing off tune.
Oh.
I don't know, man.
I want my peaches from California.
And then it was finally the Jake Paul.
Late to say I'm sorry?
Bro, you sound exactly like he sound.
He's doing a Seinfeld impression.
Yeah. What was Justin Bieber's big song again? The first one?
Right now?
Baby, 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 baby. That's sick.
Dude, it was just a roller coaster of emotions. I was confused as far as what I was watching. I really think that the overall consensus is Triller just really did a bad job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This
people
sounds
hated
amazing.
It. No, people hated it.
Why?
All the comments that I'm getting is I'm never purchasing another Triller event. It was poorly put together. It was just very unprofessional.
Really?
It was basically a concert that televised all the skirmishes that you would see in the bathroom. You know, like if you're at a concert and like people are all drunk and on drugs and stuff like that, and then random fights will break out in the parking lot and random fights would break out in the bathrooms and stuff like that. So it was basically like a hip hop concert. And in between, they would televise these skirmishes that were going on.
What?
That's what it felt like.
But people love chaos, so I think that Triller was like, all right, let's put on some chaos.
Nah, it was
they did such a good job with the last fight with letting Snoop pretty much do whatever he wanted. So.
Yeah, but that was produced by somebody completely different. Now, Snoop Dogg took the lead and with his team and all this kind of stuff, and they must have been high during every single production meeting. They must have been high during every single like literally at one point in the show, it like cut off to one of the concerts, but they still left the mic rolling. And so one of the announcers was super high saying, "Man, you got to put the camera on me more." Like it was really poorly done. It was just like it was a party. It was fun, I'm sure, for everybody that was involved like there, but like watching it, you're just like,
this is bad.
This is why this is not worth the money that other people spent.
You said other people.
Wow, I'm surprised to hear this. I thought you were going to come in and say all these things, but then at the end say it was amazing.
No, it was trash.
Shooketh. Well, congratulations to Triller on your big and final event.
Right.
I didn't pay for it because it was more than $0, but it's not something I would have paid for in the first place anyway. You know, whew, that gave me a lot of emotions. I thought that sounded awesome. Now I kind of want to go back and watch it.
Yeah, it's probably free on YouTube
Especially
right now.
You said Doja Cat. Doja Cat got that banger.
Doja Cat and Sweetie performed together.
Yes, they have a song together. I think.
Yeah, but Sweetie had no mic.
Oh my gosh.
So have you ever seen a rapper lip sync before?
I sure did.
Yeah, well,
I seen the Migos go like this.
Well, that's basically what the Sweetie concert was.
Sweetie. All right. Well, when we come back, we're gonna talk some more. All right. Welcome back to the
Moi.
Men on the Internet podcast. I had to get my blood sugar back up. All right, so we're gonna wrap up in a quick second here, but I wanted to talk about something that I saw on the internet. Really troubled my soul. I don't watch content. I mean, I do, but I don't watch like in traditional form, which now traditional content is on like Netflix. Okay, I don't watch Netflix. Okay, but recently I've been putting things on in the background. Now I started watching Young Rock. I think the show's brilliant. Right, I enjoy it. So I said, Mama, let me go see a couple of other shows. So I want to talk about 2 shows today that really that should never exist.
Wow.
Number 1 is Kenan.
Oh.
How, and I'm looking at the lens. How did that get a green light?
The Keenan from SNL?
Yes.
Keenan from Keenan and Kel?
Yes.
I just told you how it got greenlit.
Nope. Because, Chris, give me a name of one of the people that you be liking that you tattooed on your arm.
Chris.
Give me a name.
That he stuttered.
Give me a name of the people you be tattooing on your arm and stuff. Because they don't have a TV show.
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith don't got a TV show.
Is Kevin Smith on SNL?
Kevin Smith is bigger than Kenan.
Not. He doesn't have that connection to NBC.
Oh, come on. Kevin Smith directed Cop Out.
Okay, but but movies is different from TV.
Movies is bigger than TV.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean you transition into TV just because you're a big movie star.
Kenan is a movie star ish.
What?
Fat Albert.
Keenan is not Good
Barbershop
burger.
2.
Good burger.
What was it?
Barbershop 2.
Barbershop. Yeah. Okay.
Kenan.
Hold up. Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks. 2 and 3.
That's a movie star. And they gave him a television show, and it's horrible. Kenan, stop.
Is it sitcom style?
Kelby hates
multicam?
black people.
All right, don't do that.
You trying to hate on a young black man making
I
it bag?
loved Young Rock.
He's half black.
Black.
But this is a full black ADOS man.
Okay, well, put out better content, King.
Wow.
Is it multicam?
And how do you know he's
comedy?
descendant of slave?
He is a
That's
foundational
really
black
rude.
American.
That's really rude for you to say.
How do you not know?
Exactly. I don't assume people's slave history, nor their genders.
Just throw that in there. I also don't assume gender.
Ladies.
But if you want to know, I am he, him.
You're a him?
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you what I am. Hot.
Stupid. And
All
that
right.
was the last of them. Man.
Well, either way, I saw Kenan and I said, whoa. Now, the last time I saw a sitcom that people said, whoa, and didn't really like, I kind of liked it was the Lil Rel Show. I really enjoyed the Lil Rel Show. Did I watch the whole season? No, but I enjoyed it. Kenan, whoa.
Does it have a laugh track?
No. It's shot like a Modern Family, sort of.
Oh, okay.
Boy, is that bad. Listen, Hollywood, we're not going to just watch because you put his face on it. Maybe the first time.
I don't know.
But try a little bit harder.
I don't know.
So that leads us to the second show.
Hold up. Before you move to the second show, I see the commercials for that Keenan show everywhere.
Read me the Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm just saying, like, I think they can make people watch.
He's really not reading it. I'm just saying.
I'm
looking
they
it
can
up.
put 30 more commercials out there and we will watch. No, we won't. No, we won't.
All right. Average tomatoer, 67%. Average audience score, 64%.
Kenan?
Yep.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Rotten Tomato lied. It's a horrible show.
I'm saying, man.
It's a horrible show.
Look.
Cancel it. Are you sure
would
you were
wanna
looking
cancel.
at Kenan or
Yeah.
not? Kenan and Kel?
No, Keenan.
It's an easy mix.
Keenan.
Yo, one time I was at a thing with Kel. Let me not tell this story. we gotta go. We gotta go. But it's bad. Sorry. And okay, you know what? I based it off the pilot. I will watch another episode.
Oh no, it's probably gonna still be just as bad, but
bad.
I'm saying, like, I think good TV is. I don't think to be a hit show you have to be good anymore.
That's not true.
Okay.
Name me a bad show that's really popular.
Keenan,
It's not really popular.
Young Rock.
Young Rock, surprisingly, is not very popular either. It went from like 5.7 million views to like 2.3 million in like 5 weeks. It's not good. It's bad. But Young Rock, I think, is great. And I think the writing on there is great. I think that it's very well done. The whole Tomas thing, very good. I like the guy who plays his dad. I like the Samoan thing. Like, it's a very good show. A lot of people may not like it, but I don't know why it's losing its appeal. But Young Rock, very well done. Keenan, yikes. Keenan had 1.9 million views last week. That's bad. And it's right after Young Rock.
He ain't getting paid on commission.
Yeah, he is. yeah, he is.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
He's still getting paid. He still got the SNL money.
Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know if he gets residuals for that. Whatever. Either way. All right. We went from good show to Rocky show. Fine. To the worst thing I have seen from what Hollywood calls an elite performer. Dad, stop embarrassing me.
Wow. You gonna do Jamie Foxx like that?
The black version of Bleep My Dad Says.
Wow.
This show is so poor. I can see why they shot it potentially without a distribution deal.
You gonna do that to Django?
Potential. I didn't like him in Django.
You gonna do that?
Am I
you
the only
gonna
person?
do that
I
to
did
Ray?
not. Good job, in Ray.
Proud of you.
Pat on the back for that one. But Dad, you're embarrassing me. Bad name also.
You gonna do that to Willie Beeman?
What are they? Did he play Willie Beeman? Did he really?
Yeah.
I'm losing it. What?
Demon Willie Beeman from Any Given Sunday.
Oh,
Opposite Al Pacino. Cameron Diaz.
You know, people say Jamie Foxx has all this talent, and he does. He has talent,
Wow,
but
here we go.
he's choosing the wrong things to highlight him. Ever since I saw that ad for Sleepless, they couldn't even win with a Drake feature.
You didn't like him in Collateral?
We're talking about, this is 2002. Sleepless, 2016 and up. He did one good movie, Baby Driver.
I love Baby Driver.
He did that. They put him in Spider-Man, and people was like, nah.
Yeah, he wasn't that good in Spider-Man.
They put him in a Quentin Tarantino movie. Everybody said, yo, you know who was good in that? Leo. Christoph Waltz. Sam Jackson.
Did you like him in that other Netflix movie he did?
Which one was that one?
Altered, like the one where he electric.
Where he takes the pill.
Yeah.
You take the pill.
If you take a pill, you a superhero.
Oh, the one that Bradley Cooper tried to do?
Was it Altered Carbon or something like that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Like Limitless? No.
Limitless.
Limitless is like your brain just expands. You get superpowers if you take
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch that. You know what I'm not watching either?
Oh, is it Project Power?
Project Power, there it is.
Oh, I'm never gonna watch that, Chris.
That's Joseph Gordon-Levitt too.
Yeah.
He's working still?
He's great. I love him. But anyways,
I had a
make your
little
point
moment.
about this show.
I had a little moment with Joseph Gordon-Levitt a few years ago.
You kissed him?
Would I get sued?
Mwah.
They should watch the Moi
I didn't kiss him, but we had it was me, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Ron Perlman. By the way, happy birthday, Ron Perlman.
Is it today?
It was 2 days ago.
I love Ron Perlman.
Yeah, they're two cool guys, but Ron is real cool, and he's real intimidating. Anyway, this Jamie Foxx show it's beyond the dud. It just makes me sad to see where Jamie Foxx, the Jamie Foxx, Fancy's husband, is now in Hollywood. It's just sick. Why did he do this show?
I think it was just money was thrown at him and he did it.
I don't know.
See, I don't think he shot it without a distribution deal.
I feel like he did. The reason why I say that is because they celebrated when they got the deal with Netflix. That is little people stuff. When I shoot a movie, I hunt for distribution. When Jamie Foxx shoots a movie, they have distribution aligned with the project. So when I saw that, I said, uh-oh, this is about to go off because Jamie's name is attached to it. And you know what? I saw a guy on there who was on the George Lopez show. He looks just like Chris.
Was it Ernie? If
Ernie.
it's Ernie, I'm gonna be so mad at you.
It was Ernie.
Hey, fuck off. Man.
But you know what, though? He is so skinny now.
So me too.
Well, that's where you guys differentiate.
Wow. But yeah, I got to agree with you. I couldn't get through the first episode of the show.
Oh, my gosh. It's horrible.
And I definitely, because he's the main picture in the thumbnail on Netflix, that's the only reason why I clicked on it.
Yeah, and it's #1 in America right now.
Well, nobody ever knows what Netflix numbers really are.
Except for Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry knew 26 million people looked at Autumn Wigs in
Medea?
in Fall from Grace. I seen it 3 times. Netflix has to pick their stuff a little bit better.
See, I don't think that they care. There's another movie. Did you see that movie with Idris Elba on Netflix?
Hell no.
So it's called Concrete Cowboys.
Oh my gosh. No, I didn't know.
It's
That
based in
was-
Philly. It's based off a true story. So they're like, have you seen it?
No, I watched the podcast of the director.
Okay. So
Who's the director?
White guy.
Chris Stefano?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I think it goes back to a certain point that you're like, we were talking about off air, where anything that revolves around like a black character is getting picked up and pushed right now because of the times, regardless of whether or not it's entertaining or whether or not it's well done. Because the Concrete Cowboy movie is a really good storyline, executed poorly.
Really?
Yeah, and Idris Elba is a really good actor,
He is a solid actor.
and I haven't really seen him miss too often, to be honest, because he seems like a very like he doesn't just throw himself out into any role. At least that's outside looking in what I see from him. So this movie I think could have been done much better, but it wasn't, and it was a very slow, very like choppy, and it takes me back to something you said a few weeks ago where you said Netflix production, they're not putting much money into production anymore. And ever since you said that, I've been looking at Netflix shows through a different eye, and it makes
You're
a lot of
talking about
sense.
full-on Netflix-produced content
Correct.
and not licensed content.
Correct.
I think that it's a scary time for black creators only because we feel like we might not get this shot again. And so, not to say that there are things that are not good, because I did see a trailer on Netflix or something that looked amazing. It was this guy who like woke up every day, Groundhog's Day type situation, and he was getting shot by the same officer every single day. That is another conversation for black porn, black trauma porn, and what that has to do with them and Lena Waithe. We'll talk about that next week. But I saw that. It looked amazing. There was plenty of things that looked really, really good. But with that being said, I think because black creators now kind of feel like there is this rush of like, hey, if we don't do this right now, if we don't capitalize on this specific moment in time, it might pass us by. So a lot of things go into production super, super, super quickly just so that these companies can put your faces on their platforms, so that these companies can take advantage of your ability to create. But black creators, you don't have to do that. You don't have to be the people that rush. You don't work on their time. They got to work on yours. Work on your craft. This is a person who's put out movies. I understand the difficult aspect of it, especially from writing to producing to post-production. All of it is a lot. But when you have the money to make it happen, always put your best foot forward.
Right.
Because ultimately, what these companies are doing is they're throwing money at you. Money that we've not yet seen before, right? So we're not used to the fact that they seemingly care. So we think, okay, well, if we let this moment pass us by, we're not going to get any more money. Now, the unfortunate part about that, and that leads into another conversation with Will Smith pulling out his production out of Atlanta, so on and so forth. Talk about that next week. But if we put out things that people don't like and don't connect to, on the business side, it won't make sense for them to want to continue playing this game with us. So I think we have to march and tread carefully, not lightly, but carefully. When we put our stuff out there, just do your best. This Jamie Foxx show did not look like your best. The acting was bad. The writing was bad. The whole show is dark, like it's lit poorly. It's not good. All of it is bad. I understand this is a good look for you and your daughter. I get that. But you're Jamie Foxx. You're the person that everyone says when somebody has multiple talents, you're the next Jamie Foxx. That is the regard that we hold you to. You're that guy. You're the top of the mountain. You have no business rushing anything. You have no business putting things out that make you look like you're not the top of the mountain guy. So why do it?
I don't know.
That's why I blame Tyler Perry.
Haha.
That's all I gotta say. Guys, it's been a good episode. We're gonna catch you on the flip side. Coming up soon. Chris, tell them about your things.
With Con Ganas.
Yeah, Con Ganas.
So yeah, I have a content
Pizza shop.
channel. Yeah, the Con Ganas Pizzeria is coming out in 10 years. I have a few pieces of content coming out soon. I have a podcast interview style show. And then right now, today, we're going to film a music series that's coming out in the summer.
Music series coming out in the summer. Before we go, you guys about to have a City Boy summer or no?
It's always a city boy summer.
Oh, snap. Oh, no, man.
I'm a stay at home.
Yes. You know, whatever. All right, y'all.
He gonna have a suburb summer.
Yeah.
I ain't even mad at it. You know, if I
And the
lived
suburbs be lit sometimes.
it
too.
really do. You put on your little Birkenstocks and
That's
go
it.
cook some
Yeah.
chicken and whatnot. I'm
You still be
there.
like, it might just be an over the ground pool, but it's still a pool.
I'm jumping in. Trust me. All right, we're about to go pop some Modelo's and go live our lives. I'll catch you guys on the young flip side.
Peace.